Test 1 2. Bingo. Let's get our friends. Bingo, there we are. Good morning, everybody. Good evening, good afternoon. Depends on where you're watching from today. Dante here, as always, gang. Glad to be with you guys today. We had a blast yesterday. Big things happening, lots of momentum, lots of changes, lots of tweaks. It was absolutely fantastic, and I'm excited to keep that train moving and grooving today. So, good morning, Jennifer. Sorry about that, wrong pipe. Good morning, Jennifer. Good morning, Lee, and good morning, Rick. If you guys have any questions, we can go ahead and get right into it. So we don't have to worry about the whole raise hand thing either. There's not too many of us here today, so feel free to just unmute yourself and let's have a conversation about it.
I got a question for you. Although
please, Rick.
I haven't pulled it up so I can quickly switch to it. I'm having trouble with the domain. I'm with the Ionos.
Okay.
And according to ClickFunnels, I need to do it manually, which is fine. And ClickFunnels shows me a CNAME and it shows me text.
Yep.
And am I supposed to just copy those and put those in the same place on Ionos?
That's exactly right. You put it in your DNS records inside of Ionos. Do you know what DNS records are?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, beautiful.
I already know what they are. Yeah.
Oh, well, you're perfect then, Rick. So in ClickFunnels, we're going to give you the type of record. That's the CNAME, the TXT. Each of those are their own separate records. So you'll be creating two records. And it's plug and play. First is the CNAME. Then I think we give you the value next, and that's probably going to be an @ sign. Then we give you the actual... I forget what we call it, but there. If you want to share your screen, I can walk you through.
Oh, I got to go pull it up. Okay.
Okay, cool. Well, if you want, yeah, we're not.
Talk to somebody else, and I'll go ahead and find it. Okay.
Cool. That's absolutely perfect, Rick.
Thank you.
Absolutely. And on that, how do I even get up to that screen? Back over there. Okay, cool. On that note, gang, if anybody else has any questions, Jennifer or Lee, we can talk about anything right now while Rick is getting set up. So feel free to unmute yourself. Let's do it.
Hey.
Hey, Lee.
I'll show you what I did in Canva. I'm not sure that it was such a great solution.
Let's see.
Okay. So let's see. Where is Canva? Well, Canva's on a different tab or different window, but this, well, here, I'll just go here.
It looks like it's actually the browser behind you. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, right. But this is the actual result. This is Canva. So that's a Canva version of this. And then this is from Canva, and that's a version of this. Cool. So, I mean, this looks better.
Much better.
It kind of bothers me that if you go to drag on the text, you get the whole image.
Sure.
But, I was wondering, do you have any samples of the kind of thing you were thinking of? Because I think you were thinking of something much more style, much more fancy looking than just making a table, right?
Well, that's a great question, Lee. I'm not so concerned with fancy. Just so you guys know, I'm never concerned with fancy. What I'm concerned with is clear, legible, easy to read and understand. That's my always my chief focus. I do have a great example for you, though. Let's go to imallin.com.
Oh, yeah, which I have looked at. And
great.
Yeah, there it is.
So here's the thing. He has a mock-up of the stack there. That increases perceived value so much. It also makes it real and tangible. If you could just take me over to the chart that you made in Canva really quick. I don't either in Canva or your funnel, doesn't matter. Cool. So that actually, you know what? Show it to me on your funnel, please, Lee. It'll make a lot more sense. Okay, lovely. So right here, this looks great. It's so much better than what you had before in the sense of it's not all bogged down. It's not all super tight together. So it looks great there, but there's no mock-up. So it's not tangible. I can't, you say core strategy training, and I'm having to, in my mind, manifest what a core strategy training looks like.
Yeah.
Those mock-ups, man, they transform every stack in the history of the universe. But let's now go back to Russell's I'm all in offer. Perfect. Look at how simple that stack is.
Yeah.
I mean, sure, as Russell has taught stacks over the years, technically this stack is missing a couple components that he always talks about over the past decade being important. Yes, that's true. Also, marketing is fluid. It changes over the years as human psychology and society changes. So right now, Lee, it's 2025. People are looking for quick hits. We're just addicted to TikTok and dopamine out the wazoo. So we don't want to read much. Typically, back in the day, we would have subtext. So let me draw here, like under 12 months of ClickFunnels Pro, we would have a little bit of subtext that would be explaining that part of the offer. But we don't do that anymore. It's fast, it's simple, it's clean, it's concise, it's to the point. Also, in Russell's case, he has me here to answer any questions anybody has. So I can always walk people through. But anyway, this is such a simple stack. Look at the bottom where we have normally and today, and that's it, a button. If you made this, and just so you know too, it's very common practice that like all of this could be a custom image. Sorry, I didn't highlight everything right there. Like it's very common, or it might be two images: an image of a stack, an image of a mock-up, and then an image of a stack down below. But clean, simple, concise. If we can go back to your funnel and look at yours, let's go up to what you had originally. So confusing. It's because everything here on the left is bolded, and I realize you want me to read this like a column and rows. Like I realize what you want me to do, but just design wise, it looks super confusing. It doesn't lay on the eye well, where the one down here below absolutely does. It's bigger, there's more space, it's cleaner. I would probably just add lines to this, right?
Oh, really?
I think it'd be a lot easier, even if you just had a top line that kind of separates everything, right? Because this is just a spreadsheet view is all you're making right here.
Yeah.
It's just without the lines, it gets a lot more confusing, and I don't know how to read it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I laughed because I worked to get the lines to go away. so you know, just
well,
putting it back would be
you're
easy.
probably right. Having lines here and lines here and here and here and here and having them all over the place like that, that probably would get confusing. But as I'm looking at the title, I think you could definitely have a line right up top. And I think just one line there would clean everything up and everybody would understand exactly how to read the chart.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay. So
also, you're breaking it down. Look at how you're breaking it down. It's the formatting. You have deliverable, benefit, and then value. Where is, if you look at, let's go back to Russell Stack really quick. Great. Normally, one of the other components that Russell Stacks typically have is the price on the right-hand side broken down for each product itself.
yeah.
And this is really how I would tell you to model your stack, Lee. It's just so simple. Customers look at it and there is no chart, there is no graph, there is no do I read left to right or up and down. It's here, 12 months of ClickFunnels Pro. And then you put the price point. That is normally what? $19.97, right? And then traffic secrets access is this much. It's this much. It's this much. The normally is displayed in red. The today is displayed in green. Done. Does that make sense?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Cool. Let's go back to yours really quick, just so I can help tie this in together for everybody else. So he would have core strategy training. There it is. That's the thing. You don't even need to have the benefit if you don't, because your page more than likely walks them through the benefit. But this is the one thing I want you to split test, Lee. You can make two images, one with the benefit, and you would do that just like I showed you in Russell's example. You would have the main line in the stack, and then subtext below that would be a quick benefit, a quick description. You get, and in benefits, you know, we're not selling a drill, we're selling a hole in the wall, right? Great. So have one with benefits, one without, but then it's just boom, core strategy training, value to the right, 1997. And then you have it down here, total value, and then your price today. Bingo, perfect. It'd be clean, concise, easy for customers to read.
Okay. The thing is, look at the scroll bar. There's so much more on this page. And it's like because I'm unknown, I'm trying to justify it all, but I'm wondering, is there just too much on here?
No, not at all. You're
No?
selling a 1497.
These numbers, everything here is up for debate. So,
As they all are, we can all make a spreadsheet dance, Lee, even with just one piece of data. So you're fine there. I love that. This is how business goes. Typically, like what you're explaining, what you're showing me right now, Lee, is literally the perfect time for a webinar. You can have people register for your secret presentation where they can learn these 3 secrets about trading that will transform their lives. They go through your webinar where you hit them with your presentation about the program. And then you would hit them with a stack. So in the moment, while you're presenting to them, you hit them with a stack. And then in that formatting, Lee, you can take them right to imallin.com. Let's go back to that page really quickly, please. I just want to break down the simplicity. Let's go to the very top so everybody can see. We're pretty much there. That's it. Simple headline, simple subhead. Like it all depends on how we are sending traffic to the page, Lee. In a webinar format, I get them hot. I'm doing the presentation and they're ready to go by. So I don't need to send them to a long VSL page with tons of copy. I already hit them with it. They just want an order form. Great format here. Let's scroll down, please. We have our mock-up. We have our stack. We have our price. We have our button that would scroll them down right here to the order form. Order form on the left. Mock-up, stack again on the right, price again on the right, securities and verifications and guarantees just below that. Done. Scroll me down. That's it. That's all that's on this page. That's it. Oh, sorry, a couple testimonials. Excuse me. Easy. But let's say you're just running Facebook ads to what you've created is a VSL funnel, a video sales letter funnel. Where you have a video that talks about your program and does the whole thing, gives the presentation, and the rest of a VSL page, it's long form sales copy that is just restating what you already said in the video. Some people like to watch videos and do the thing. Some people are sitting across from their boss and they can't, so they'll read the sales letter. They're 2 different funnels. In a VSL format, you absolutely want all that text because you need to break everything down for them. You need to state the main problems that they're facing right now. You need to state your story and the solutions to them, how you came up with these revolutionary products that you want them to have so they can transform their trading. Then what each product is, a breakdown of what it does and how it solves a solution for them. Then the opportunity for them to buy. Does that all make sense? I know that was a lot.
Yes, it makes sense. I I find it's like I understand it, but then when it comes time to sit down and implement it, and I'm a software guy, but building a funnel is like the hardest thing for me. It's
well,
like
a lot of times it's more so
block.
just understanding customer journey and human psychology.
Yeah.
That's truly what marketing is. And it is a learned skill set, Lee. I hope to say this in encouragement. Oops, we have friends in the waiting room. Let me get them in here. I hope to say this in encouragement, but it is literally a learned skill to be able to remove yourself from this hierarchy of business owner, looking down on the simpletons who we are serving in our business, right? To be able to get down on a customer level and to go through our processes, truly seeing it as a customer journey. That is a learned skill. I promise everybody gets better at that as time goes on.
Yeah. Yeah.
And also, by the way, it's a lot of too by failing and making mistakes and just being a funnel hacker and learning from mistakes. Like, how can I recite these things to you guys like this? It's because I've made all the mistakes. I've hit all the potholes.
Yeah. That's what's so frustrating for me right now is I just want to get version 1.0 out there and, then start.
Sorry, of your funnel or your software?
Well, the software is a whole nother story. So
Yeah.
so that's why I've shifted to this coaching program because that's going extremely well. I'm making hundreds of dollars every day. So, it's like I have a track record that I can actually, I know I have confidence that I can help people succeed in that way.
Mm.
So, I just want to get that offer out there, and it's like this is a monster speed bump that I can't seem to get over.
That many people hit. And I think it really comes down to not knowing how we're going to send customers to the funnel. So let's lay it out in this format, Lee. You can always pay to play. And this is business, right? There comes a point where we can bootstrap to a level. Like, for instance, in the webinar world, there's a webinar circuit that when you make a webinar, there's 100 people that you should go to and they should be promoting your webinar, right? Same thing with VSLs. Like, when it comes to VSLs, there's JV partnerships and there's Instagram influencers. And like, for you, a VSL, there's always pay to play. So you can pay somebody to get into the webinar circle. You can pay to get into the VSL circle. And many, many, many times, this is what people do. They bootstrap to validate the offer. They bootstrap to craft it and get it perfect and say, wow, I got this thing is popping. Now I'm ready to scale. And they pay their way into the circles to get in front of the opportunities. And bingo, I have $1 million business overnight. Same thing there with VSLs. And I think this is where most people really do struggle. Sorry, let me get our friend in here. I think this is where we really kind of fall apart and not really fall apart. I shouldn't say that. This is where the speed bumps happen, like you perfectly said. This is where I start to get slow. This is now I'm walking through quicksand, right? And I start building all these different funnels because I'm trying to find the secret sauce, but there really is no secret sauce. Like Russell, for instance, right now in OFA, Russell is teaching webinar funnels. For the past 10 years, Russell has taught webinar funnels. Why? Because Russell's run all the funnels and he knows webinars and they work best for him. So that's the thing that he does. Russell crafts offers that he can sell in webinars because he's an absolute master at a webinar funnel. And he knows how to get people to register for web. He has the system, the whole thing. For you, Lee, that's really what we need. We need to know, do I want to run? How much is your coaching program? You said you gave me all the buzzwords I want to hear where it's like ding, 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 ding. Okay. So now we need to start thinking about systems, processes, and scale. So what is the price point currently of your coaching program?
Well, I've never sold it before. It doesn't really exist. It's like, I'm basically taking my expertise that I've developed, and so I've never
wait, I'm
sold it.
sorry,
I've never taught it.
Okay, so you're making hundreds a day implementing the system you want to teach?
Yes.
Correct. Yes. So you've proven the system, you've proven the process. Now you just want to give it to people so they can repeat your success. What do you want to sell this? Do you want to sell the program for $14.97?
Well, like I said, that's really up in the air. I think I could probably do a high ticket offer on something like this. I mean,
you can surely do $19.97. Surely. No doubt. No doubt. With giving them the system and then maybe access to a community and like giving them the system and then making a course that is a great course that shows them tweaks, changes, just like when you launch a funnel, like things have to change, right? If you make a great course that sells in the system and then you make a private community where all the people that buy your thing can be around like-minded individuals and they can grow and scale their businesses together, right? Just that alone, you could make a $2,000 course on that all day long. 100%.
Right. Yeah.
So then it comes down to, how do I want to sell my course?
Right.
Do you want to run VSLs or do you want to run webinars? And it's just like Russell has always said. Once we know that, once we know how we want to present and sell our course, and really it's like, what skill do I want to master? VSLs, you're still going to make a video, so there's presentations in each of these, but it's, do I want to get really good at long form sales copy, a VSL, or do I want to get really good at one-to-many presentations, a webinar?
I would love to get good at a webinar, but given the other demands on my time, I
Mm-hmm.
think a VSL would just work so much better.
Well, do you think it would work better, or do you
Well,
think it would work better for you?
yeah, it fits better into my life, but
Cool.
I do understand, I'm I'm very burned out right now. I've been
Mm,
working like a dog for 9 months trying to get this software done day and night, like
mm,
not sleeping many nights. So I'm like, my energy is really depleted right now. And
mm-hmm.
so I'm a little concerned about having to deliver webinars on top of everything else that I'm dealing with. So that's why I think a VSL, even though it may not be the optimal solution, it may be the better choice given where I'm at right now.
Um, yes, I think that's a good idea, Lee. Because to start a webinar is typically quite demanding.
Yeah.
Not demanding, it's time consuming. Because here's the webinar process. I run a webinar. You run webinars every single Thursday. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday is all about getting traffic to a webinar. Thursday is pitch day. Friday, Saturday, Sunday is all about re-engaging the webinar registrants to get them to buy that offer. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of next week is about filling up the next week's webinar, and it's a cycle that goes. It's beautiful because it's a cycle that goes. So I have a weekly routine. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, I'm running traffic and I'm crafting my webinar. I go live on Thursday. After that presentation, I export the chat. I look through and I see what people were saying at what points in the webinar. I find the things that resonate and are good, and I do more of it. I find the things that don't resonate and are bad, and I do less of it. When I get to my stack, the things people are answering questions about, that's what I'm now plugging into my webinar, and I'm pre-answering the questions that they already have. That's the game to webinars. But the beautiful thing, Lee, when you get that thing crafted, when it's a perfect webinar, you run it evergreen. You don't have to do it every Thursday anymore. So in the future, especially if you're going to be a coach, like I know a lot of guys that teach how to trade on Forex. And here's the deal, Lee. They get into the same conundrum any other expert gets into. They'll figure out a way, whether through a VSL funnel or whether through an appointment booking funnel, where people can schedule one-on-one consultations with you and you can sell them in the moment. They still all hit the same problem of scale.
Yeah.
It still hits the problem of like, great, I have $1 million business, Dante. I've brought in 5 different salespeople so that they can facilitate this for me because I have to be the CEO. And now my margins went from a whopping 150% margin selling my course to now I have to actually run this as a business. And now as an expert, a SaaS company even, I'm only making 40% profit margin. Right? It's every business hits this. And the key to that, Lee, is a webinar. It is the one-to-many presentations. So I say all that to say, if you want to start with a VSL because it fits your life better right now, you 1,000,000% can. That just comes down to learning how to run traffic to get people to the VSL and getting our VSL page converting. That's it. You get good at those 2 skills, and then bingo, you have a business. And then we can worry about webinars in the future when you truly don't have any time to do it.
Yeah. And the other nice thing will be when there's revenue, I can hire somebody to help with the software. So I'm not wearing every hat possible,
There it is.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And maybe, I think I might have talked to you about this, Lee, but Jeffrey Bezos owns 9% of Amazon. So maybe you can find a partner and you can give them 10% of your company and they'll take that load off you so you can focus on being a CEO.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what it would take to find that kind of partner, but yeah, I mean right now I'm fighting for survival. I'm about to be out of savings and I'm gonna have to start dipping into money that I don't never really wanted to touch. So, I'm trying so hard to just build some revenue so that I don't have to make that next step. And I don't know. I wish somebody would just build this funnel for me.
Ha! So let's be honest, Lee, scared money don't make money.
Yeah, I
How
know.
many business owners have the stories of I had 17 mortgages out on my house. I was at the very wit's end. I literally had $2, and if I didn't make this one sales call work, we were homeless. I'd maxed out everything,
Yeah.
and then boom, they hit it. So it comes down to the why. I love that you said this, and I appreciate your honesty with it. It comes down to the why and what we're willing to do. Like, how much do we believe in what we're doing, and how much do we believe in what we can turn this into? Because if we do have full belief, and if we're stepping in faith, if we truly have faith that what we're doing is right and good and true and necessary, and it is what we want to do and need to do and have a calling on our lives, then it gets much easier to hire somebody. It gets much easier to find those partners. I assure you of that, Lee. And the one thing, you of course know this, business and success does not care about your personal situations. I know you do, and you feel that way.
Yeah.
But business doesn't, neither do our customers. And that's a beautiful thing. Your customers do not care about your problems. They only care about theirs. So all we do is get really, 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 really good at caring about our customers. The better we get at that, the more customers we get, and the more our business thrives. I know it, and I know it's hard. I know it is really hard to act this way when your back is against the wall, when you are in the dire straits. Gosh, I remember when I first started. I remember the first person I paid $100 to when I was making $12.50 an hour and I couldn't afford it. It's hard. I know it. I remember it. And the $100 scales up as success scales up. But I really just wanted to share all that, Lee, because it is so important. The why, the why of what we're doing, because it's like I say all the time. You're going to hit a hurdle. You're going to hit a roadblock. It's coming. If you haven't hit it already, let me assure you it's coming. A hard decision will have to be made. But as I say a lot, when we hit these moments, please, I want you guys to make decisions and not choices. Choices are fleeting. Choices cannot stand up to the wind and the waves and the rain. Choices will crumble upon any sort of stress. Decisions are foundational. They are bedrock. They are concrete. They are true. They can take a beating from any external outside force out there. We must make decisions and not choices. And once we make a decision, we only go and attack that thing. So I appreciate your honesty and vulnerability in sharing that, Lee. And I hope I could just provide a little bit of encouragement for you.
Yeah. One day, very soon, I'm going to plow through this, and there's going to be something out there as an offer, and I'll just, I just have to overcome all of the.
Oh, well, I can solve that
friction.
problem for you right now, Lee. Okay, let me solve that problem for you right now. I know it's going to be super weird for me to say this as a ClickFunnels representative, but business is business is business. Dude, open up TikTok right now. Go live on TikTok every single day for an hour. TikTok is amazing. It's an interest-based algorithm. So when you start going live and you're talking about trading and you tell the algorithm I'm talking about trading in stocks and you go live, all of a sudden it puts you in front of people that are doing trading in stocks. And you could make a TikTok a day. Like, you could make a TikTok a day that only focuses on your customer. TikTok starts. Do you hate opening up your computer every single day? Right. And that's a hook. And then you just talk about a trading principle that you have. Go provide value to the marketplace for free on social media and say, hey, if you'd like to book a free consultation, I'm running a special this week. I'd love to talk to you about your trading and about your journey that you've had so far and help you achieve success. Like, you could just go post for free right now on all the social media platforms and tell people this week only, I will give you my time. Hey guys, Lee Gray here. I've had massive success in the market, and I've uncovered a new strategy that has helped me on autopilot collect hundreds of dollars a day without having to make any major decisions. If you want to learn, I would love to share it with you. Click the link below and you can schedule a free call with me this week only. Right? And go have conversations and go sell, go do the thing, go have the conversations. We can make cash right now.
Wow. The one thing you said that I'm stuck on is go live for an hour. I don't think I could talk for an hour. Does it have to be that long?
I tell you to go live for 10. I'm just trying to make it tangible. Yeah. You can't talk about trading for 10 hours?
Well, I mean, it's not. Are you talking about just stream of consciousness?
I'm not saying sell. I'm not saying sell like Russell. I'm just saying talk. Just talk about trading. Talk about, like, what I would do is I would have a list. I would have a good and a bad. What are the good things about trading that people experience? And I would talk about the good things that come from trading and how you love getting those good things that come from trading because of your system. And then I would talk about all the bad. This list, by the way, is your customers' good and bad, not your good and bad. Nobody cares about us. Our customers only care about them. So that's leverage. I now wield that against them. Now, what do people see as bad in trading? What are the hurdles that they're having? What are the roadblocks that they're having? And I'm going to go have a whole list of that. And I'm going to talk about how most people experience this, but I experience this because of this part of my system. And the reason it works is because of this. Just go do that thing. Absolutely.
So I mean, if I don't have a particular goal or agenda, I could talk about trading, stream of consciousness, my history, all, past bad experiences.
Yes.
That's what you're saying?
Yes.
Just wow.
Because then what I would do, Lee, is I would story sell. I love story selling. I'm a huge fan of telling stories. If you guys can't tell, I'm not scared to talk, right? Yeah. So yeah, what I would do, Lee, is for the first week, I would have a whole bunch of stories that I want to start telling, and I would see which ones resonate with the people and which ones don't resonate. And then I would take those stories and I would craft them into really carefully curated story selling stories that show the transformation you received. I used to be like you. Right? Yeah. I was outside digging a hole in my front yard because my pipe burst, and the whole time I was wishing I had money to pay somebody to do this, but I don't. So before I started, I put on some headphones and I listened to a Forex class, or I listened to a trading class from this guy that I've been listening to for years, and I'm digging this hole and I'm hoping to find answers that I need to my problems. And after I fixed the problem, I went and traded for the whole rest of the day. I knew I was a little bit behind on the market and I wasn't hitting the timing right, but I'm going to try. I'm going to go do the thing. And I took the whole day and I tried to implement what he did, and it just didn't work. And there's years and years of me doing this, many holes, many pipes, many different scenarios, until I found this one secret. And you go into the thing, go into one of your principles, go into one of your strategies. Yes. So then what I would do, Lee, is I would then take those hours, I go live for an hour each day. That's tangible. You can do that, I promise. And then as you get really good clips and really good hour sections, I would then take those and I would cut those all together into one 10-hour video. And then I would just stream that video to TikTok every single day.
Wow. Okay. So does this need to be just a talking head, or can I show my screen and, talk about things?
Feel free to split test that and try it out and see what works best. Man, the more I'm getting into it, just the more raw I want to be. Like, honestly, if I was going to do it, I would go to the outside of my office where there's kind of noise around. I would have a brick background from a random dirty wall that pigeons poop on when they fly by. And I would have a note. All I would have is like a notepad. If you go look at TikTok lives, people will just have notepads. And it's like, hey, in this hour, we're talking about these 5 topics. I would have a notepad above me, and I'd just be it. I'd just be sitting in a chair with a brick wall background and a cell phone sitting on a stand. I don't even care about the ring light. I would just be raw and honest, and I would deliver massive value. I would show people that I care. I wouldn't give them nonsensical answers. As people are coming into the chat and communicating about the topics I have on my notepad, I'm hitting them with it, baby. I'm getting after. I'm delivering value to the marketplace. That's how we get people to throw credit cards at you. You go do that for an hour, and every 15 minutes or at the end of each thing that you're doing, say, gang, this week I'm running a special. I would love to talk to you about your trading. I would love to help you up for success so you can support your family, so you can stop sighing when you wake up in the morning. I've been there and I don't want that for you.
This is enlightening. So I want to ask you, what do I need from ClickFunnels to drive them to? Just a landing page, or I need a booking funnel?
Yeah, you just need an appointment booking funnel, which is a simple page that it's 2 pages. First page is a calendar where they book their date and time and then opt in to get that slot. Thank you page, thanking them for booking their time, giving them next steps to prepare. In the future, we can throw slow products, self-liquidating offer products on our thank you page to try and turn these people into immediate cash. That's more important when we're running paid ads and we're trying to offset our ad cost. You have organic attribution coming to your funnel, so you don't have cost. You just have your time cost. That's all it is. And I know your time is valuable, but right now there's no monetization behind it. So I would just make a simple appointment booking funnel. I would lead a complete value-driven business to them on the front end. I would do amazing on those lives because that's what sets the tone. If you do bad on the lives, people just come in and try and take your time and get one simple answer for you. If you deliver value and go at them with a service mindset, man, they're going to book the appointment. Easy funnel. You can have that built in literally one day, Lee, and start generating sales.
Yeah. Okay.
Gang, business is business is business is business. And like, especially for Lee, you're trying to craft your offer. Your offer is manipulatable still right now. You can do a bunch of different things. You can tweak price points and yada, yada. So like, how do I know what I should do? I need to put it in front of customers. This is now sales at this point. Now I'm just trying to, number one, find out what the right offer is. What things in the stack do they love? What things do they hate? I also survey people that buy. After they go through my program, 3 months down the road or something, I'm going to have discovery calls. Hey, and I'm going to be asking them, hey, as you've gone through the program, of the things I gave you, what was like you couldn't live without? And they'll tell you. And then what was it? Is there anything you didn't use or you used and found to be lackluster? And they'll tell you. And then great. So let me take out the crap and let me fill it in with something else that's better and more towards what they actually need. And now you can test your offer. You can build your offer with this organic traffic sending people there. And that's when a funnel pops. That's the difference, right? So, like when I work with existing business owners, they just have offers that they know work because they've already done this initial testing. So I'm sorry, Lee, I forgot your question that got me onto that tangent there.
Well, I asked what ClickFunnels I needed, so
an appointment booking funnel.
Yeah,
that's right.
Okay. And I don't expect you to teach me TikTok, but could I do TikTok the way I do Zoom, like horizontally, or does it have to be vertically on a phone?
I would just do it on a phone. So,
but I don't have a choice.
No, you have a choice, but here's the deal. Your phone, TikTok is on it. You set your phone up on a stand, you hit live, you hit go. It's done. Or we do it on desktop. And now you're going to have to stream Zoom into a third-party hosting service that is then going to put it into your TikTok account. It's a whole setup.
Wow.
Let's go and do, baby. Let's get after it. Put your phone on a stand, hit the red button, and go.
Yeah. The only frustrating thing for me is like I want to show charts. I want to show,
Then show them. Show them. Have them all pulled up. Share your screen. Show the chart. Talk about it for 2 minutes. Stop the share. Don't talk about it anymore.
Wait. I'm not sure I follow that. If I'm on my phone, how am I actually pointing my phone at the screen?
I would print. Yes. I eliminate roadblocks, eliminate hurdles. Organic is good. Raw is good. The more high produced I get, the worst interactions I get, the worst reach I get. People want raw and real. So if I had graphs and charts I wanted to do, I would 100% just print out the graphs and charts and I would just show it on the phone. Here's this graph. Look at this. Look at this. Just use a pen to point things out.
Wow.
Raw.
Okay. Is this recorded?
It is, and I streamed it into your communities.
Awesome, because this is just chock full of stuff, and I didn't absorb everything, but I can't thank you enough.
You're welcome, Lee. Business is business is business is business, right? Yeah. I want to see everybody have success with funnels, but it doesn't just have to be in a funnel.
Yeah.
We can go make offline success and then take that success and translate it to a funnel. Goodness gracious, there was one more thing that I wanted to say. Come on, brain.
Whatever's in there, I want it.
Come on, brain. Work for me, will you? Come on. Oh, Dream 100. Lee, you can go to micro influencers. You have a VSL page, right? Just in the future, go do what I told you. It's just generating impressions. It's just using the tools available to you as a marketer right now, immediately, to get in front of people and make waves. In the future, though, when you have a VSL funnel, just don't forget about the Dream 100 strategy. Dream 100 being finding 100 people to promote your thing. So I would be finding 100 micro influencers, not massive people, micro influencers who have 1,000 to 3,000 people following them, because those communities, that micro influencer is not yet at that giant level. So their communities typically are not there either. And I bet a micro influencer in this niche has a community full of people that would love to have $100 a day. Love to have that. When it comes to like our reach out, it's so important what pools we're actually fishing in. If you were to go to like whoever one of the top stock guys is, and you were to be like, hey, I'll pay you $1 million to put my thing in front of your list, it would not work at all, because your claims of a couple $100 a day on autopilot, it wouldn't tantalize them. That's not the right customer. But micro influencers with those customers is going to be gold mine for you.
Okay. Awesome.
Sweet. Awesome. Thanks for letting me get after it, Lee, and I appreciate your honesty.
No, thank you.
Awesome. You got it, brother. You got it. Right. Hey, let's hop over to Rick. Thanks for your patience, Rick. Let's get that domain rocking.
Okay, let's do it. Great. So here's the DNS on ClickFunnels. Okay.
So here's the type of record. TXT and CNAME. Here's the name. Inside your domain DNS, these values are exactly the same. I probably have it pulled up.
Here it is, right here.
Look at you. So have you added these records yet?
No, because there's so many things here, I'd want to make sure I'm putting them in the right place.
Cool. Let's do it together. Click that add record button.
Okay. Add record button. Where's that?
I believe it's here. My screen is across the...
Oh, I see. Oh, add record. Okay.
Is that okay? Yes. Great. Okay. That's it then. Okay. Now we're going to choose the type of record, and we give you that in ClickFunnels. I know one of your records is a CNAME. So let's choose CNAME.
Okay. So am I going to copy this?
You can just stick with me. I'll show you exactly how to do all this.
Okay.
First, I'm looking at that type. It is a CNAME. So let's choose our CNAME record. Yes.
Okay.
Great. And now it's giving us a host name and something else. Let's go back to your ClickFunnels account to get this info.
Okay.
Lovely. First, I want to grab what's in this column. What does that say?
It says name, and then there's an ampersand underneath it.
Great. And for the CNAME record, is that www?
Yes.
Great. So that's what my screen's just all the way across my room. It's my fault. You're perfectly fine.
Yeah, it's www.
I still know most of this by heart. So that should be a copy button now to the right of that www. Is that correct?
Yes, correct.
Great. Go ahead and copy that.
Okay.
Back to Ionos.
Okay.
So in Ionos now, what we're looking at, first we chose the type, and that is a CNAME record. Now it asks for the host name. And in ClickFunnels, that www is in your name category. So just paste it into the name. I think you did. Look at that. There you go. Back to ClickFunnels now. Ionos is asking us for whatever that was below the name, and that's going to be this field right here. Copy the CNAME to the right.
Okay, those US East Shard.
Yes, that's absolutely right.
Then we go back here.
That's right, and put that in the new field. Uh-huh.
Okay.
Your TTL stands for time to live, time till this records go live.
Okay.
You can leave it at 1 hour. This is going to be instant. Go ahead and save now.
Okay.
And that's all that we do, Rick. That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
Oh, that's interesting. Now, let me ask, I've got several domain names, but they all redirect back to my primary, which is forfamilycaregivers.com.
Okay.
Will that still work the same, or do I have to do something about it in ClickFunnels?
No, those are external domains not connected. So each of them you can look at like its own house. They're standalone. Okay. Each domain has a redirect that you control. What you do here with this domain has no bearing on your other domains. This will not mess with any of that.
Okay. Now, also, I don't know if you can see, it says up above, it says, the new DNS record conflicts with the active service lead connector text records.
Correct. And what's that URL?
Sites.ludicrous.cloud.
Okay, so are you hosting like your website on Ludacris?
Well, I've never even heard of it.
Okay, do you
I'm
have
using Go High Level. I'm using Go High Level.
Oh, yeah, there we go. Okay, I got it. So if they were to type in your root domain, whatever it is, it should be up there, I believe.
Right, that's it.
Okay, so if you went to your root domain, would you expect to go to a website?
I would expect to go to my landing page. It's the only page I have.
So and that's the page in GHL then?
Correct.
So if I'm understanding right, this domain at the top that we're working on, if a customer was to type that in or go to it, they would be taken to a landing page that's currently inside of GHL.
Correct.
Look at you go.
I'm going to change all that. This is the landing page.
Correct. And if I understand correctly, you do not care about this landing page.
Correct.
You want it to go down. You're going to rebuild in ClickFunnels.
Exactly.
Okay, perfect. Then let's go back to Ionos, please, Rick.
Okay.
What they're telling you right now is that your record is hosted. This is the GHL host. And basically, if you click yes, what you have on GHL will no longer be live.
Okay. It'll be live on ClickFunnels.
Correct. Whatever you do on ClickFunnels, it is very common that people will not set this record up until their funnel is built and they're ready for the traffic. Because my big question now, my last question on how to advise you, do you actively have traffic going to this page?
No.
The current page.
I promote it, but nothing happens.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So and you definitely do not have paid ads running to it.
No.
Okay, great. In that case, feel free to make this change right now. Whatever you have currently will cease to exist. Your domain will move to ClickFunnels. If you had traffic actively running to the page, Rick, whether paid or organic, I would tell you not to do this. I would tell you build the funnel, get it ready so that when you do this, your traffic is going to an already built page. Does that all make sense?
Well, that makes sense. I'm wondering because I put up, I post 2 videos a week on Facebook, on LinkedIn, on YouTube, on Instagram. And in my speaking, I always direct them towards here. So maybe I shouldn't do this until I do have the funnel. Otherwise, they go.
I'm so sorry, Rick. Just give me 2 seconds. I have to send this clip over to the editor. Editing access. Good there. He's good there. Send it. Let me copy this. Just 2 more seconds.
Sure.
Get this. My man. Okay, done. Great. I'm sorry, Rick. You have my full attention.
Okay. So what I'm saying is I post 2 videos a week on different platforms. And in my video, I tell them to go to this page.
Yep.
And so maybe I should wait until I build the funnel before I do this.
I would build pressure. I would launch it.
Launch switch.
When it comes, so you're basically saying like, I don't have, what I'm doing is not working and I'm going to change. So I would position that to my customers. I'd start making a video that goes out every single day and it'd be like, hey gang, Rick here. What you could do is you could document the journey. This is so popular, especially on social media, right? The video starts, first post of the video is, or this might be like a 25-day series for you, or a 5-day, or a 7, however long it takes you to build the funnel and do the thing. But day 1 starts, hey gang, Rick here. 2025 has been banging. We've done great things. We've been able to help so many people do so many things, and we've found some amazing insights for us at our business. 2025 has been the year of insights, and we've come up with some amazing new changes to some amazing new processes. And over the next 13 days, we're going to be launching that out and putting it live to you, and I'm going to be documenting the whole journey. So if you're this person and you want to achieve these results, follow our page and be a part of it. So that's my day one. That's like me announcing to my people, hey, something big is happening. Be a part of it. Day one, then, these videos are all like you just filming yourself in your day. Day one, I woke up at 6 o'clock. I grabbed a cup of coffee. I did my morning routine. I got ready and primed for the day. Bingo, rocking and rolling. And then the next clip is you getting out of the car. 8:52, arrived at the office, right? It's just a clip of like you. It's just you. You've probably seen this kind of content. Have you, Rick?
Not that I can recall, honestly.
Okay, cool. This is super, super popular content, especially right now. And what this does, this is a true launch, Rick. You're using you building the thing to your advantage. You're kind of like the reporter. Follow me on my journey as I build this amazing thing. Super popular content, and it's a great way for you to start building pressure. Yeah, it is kind of like reality TV, Scott. Yes. Like in 2025, we should all look at ourselves as a brand, and we all have a TV show. We are all making our own TV show that anybody can watch at any time, and we should be making that culture. We should be making that brand. So you're launching now, Rick. You're building pressure. Let's say it's going to take you 10 days to build the funnel. Instead of what most people do is they take 10 days, they build the funnel in silence, and once the funnel is built, they take that funnel to the marketplace, and then they launch it.
Right.
Where instead, as I'm building my funnel, I should be posting every day on all platforms available to me. I should be building pressure about this new amazing thing that's about to hit the market. I should be giving people limited access or early bird access. So now, Rick, as you're building this funnel, as you're doing this thing, let's say you get 100 people, even just a small 100 people to be really following what you're doing. They're invested in what you're building. And then when the funnel is live, you launch it out to those people that are following your journey and say, gang, for the next 24 hours, because you've been following me and I so dearly want to help you, I'm going to give you an early bird special. So for the next 24 hours, this will go to this price, but for my special people, it's going to be this price. You built pressure. You got people to follow. You launched to them with an exclusive offer. You turned those people into sales. Now you have a business. Does that make sense?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if this is a discussion for here. I don't want to take up everybody's time, but one of the problems I have, and I talk to people who've been in this business trying to help caregivers much longer than I have, they all tell me they don't want to spend any money to help themselves. I offer to every single person on my list free. I'll give you in exchange for an honest review. Not a single person took me up on it. So I may find later, and I hope not, that I'm barking up the wrong tree altogether.
I think it's just the wrong customer, because affluent customers specifically, but not even affluent customers. You can look at the lowest of, I don't know what the correct political classification is for our class system in America. We have high class, middle class, lower middle class. I don't know all that crap, but you look at the people that are making the least amount of money, and in a recession, it's awesome you bring this up. In a recession, Trey just talked about this yesterday in the ecom session. In a recession, all people will spend money to save money. All people. So there is absolutely a market for getting people to buy money, to spend money to save money. 1,000,000% that is viable in all industries. And I've never seen an industry that it is not viable, where you can get people to spend money to save money. Spend 2,000 to save 15.
Right. No, I understand that. I think the problem I come across is when caregivers can finally find an hour in the day, they don't want to work on themselves. They want to just chill out, which well,
they're lazy. I'm trying to find the caregivers that care about themselves. I'm trying to find the caregivers who are service-based individuals. I'm trying to get the caregivers that have a true why and a purpose to their life and why they're caregiving, not because they couldn't make college work and they just went into this thing. That's not my dream customer. I care for caregivers who actually care for the people they care for. So those people will be more than happy to take an hour a day, whether it's on a drive to work or while their customer is napping. That's just a customer problem.
Yeah, and these are family caregivers. They're taking care of their spouse, whoever it may be. See, that's what it is. That's
great. So they're lazy. They're lazy. And I understand it's a lot of work, right? They're not lazy in their caregiving. They're not lazy when it comes to care for others. But how many caregivers stop caring about themselves? And how many caregivers lose themselves in that process? And how many caregivers don't actually give adequate care like they think they are because they've lost themselves in the process? Right?
That's what I'm all about. Yeah.
And there we go, right? That's how we market. That's how we do it. Don't let caregiving take your life as well. hitting with hard
absolutely.
emotional headlines.
Oh, I know. Journal of the American Medical Association did a survey and found that family caregivers have a 63% higher risk of dying than their peers who aren't caregivers.
Bingo.
And die before their loved one dies.
Bingo. There's a post. Like, there's a post right there. Have you made that? Have you made that post on social media lately, Rick?
Yeah, well, it's in my videos. Yeah.
Okay. Good. Good man.
Post. Yeah.
Good man. One thing I want to share is no statue has ever been erected for a conformist. Statues are erected for contrarians. And who erects the statues? The public, the people, the ones that you're trying to work with. So please do not be afraid to have a contrarian viewpoint as you're speaking to these caregivers.
Yeah.
You have a service-based heart. You want to help these people. And sometimes shock and awe is an amazing tactic to get people to listen to the words that you're saying and to be able to get their mind open to a transformative message. So hard, emotional hitting headlines is the answer to all of this.
Yeah, my wife has Alzheimer's, so I'm well aware of it. And you look on Facebook, and most of the time, all they do is rant.
Yeah, they just want to complain.
I hate this. When do I get my life back? One woman considered suicide easier than taking care of her husband.
Yeah.
Breaks my heart.
There's no difference in the things that I hear in business. This is human psychology, Rick.
Yeah.
There's no difference in any sales pitch or any webinar Russell has ever done to any business owner than what you're sharing with me right now. Every single day I meet business owners that only want to come to me with problems, that only want to come to me with issues, that only want to come with limiting beliefs, and they want to bring their nonsense to me, and they want me to get in their filth with them and live in that with them. And when they do, I bring them a contrarian message because I care about them. And I call them out for the nonsense that they're thinking, and I highlight the impacts that it's having on their life. Sure, some people walk away pissed and they hate me, but it's okay. I don't hate them. I'm not saying these things to hurt them. Yes, I just care about you and I want you to have success. And if I don't say this thing to you, what a disservice it is for me to serve you.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. One more quick thing regarding the email. My email, while it's rick@familycaregivers.com, it's through Gmail. So I assume I can just leave that all the same. I don't have to
100%.
do anything with it.
No, you don't have to touch that.
Okay. All right. This has been great. I really appreciate it. You are amazing. You really are. That energy you put out, it's infectious. I love it.
Well, that's awesome, man. Thank you for those kind words. I appreciate it.
All right. Thank you, Dante.
On that note, you're more than welcome, Rick. On that note, I'm the worst at this part of my job. But if you guys are enjoying this, I would love for you to leave a review. The easiest way to do it is I can get you a link right here. Let me be a marketer for a second. We can go to Google. Yeah, that'd be awesome. Thank you so much. We can go here. I think it is. Where is? Oh man, sorry. I don't know why is it. Okay. I'll put this in the chat. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, oh wow. That link is too long to even share.
Maybe you just put it in the community or something.
I might be able to. Here. Got it. Nope, this will work. Got it. Okay. I'm putting a link in the chat right now. Gang, if you would like to leave a review, I would love to hear about your experiences. I just put a link in the chat, and that'll take you to a Google review where you just choose the stars that fit your feelings and emotions. And down below is a comment box where you can write your review. I'd love to hear about your experience in OFA. If maybe there's a part of the software that you like the most, feel free to mention that. That's a really cool call out too. You're also welcome to mention anybody by names in those reviews if you would like. I'm having a mini war with Russell. I almost have more reviews than he does right now. So if you guys would like to mention me by your name in the review, you are also welcome to do that. But it would be a great, great thing, and I appreciate you very much.
Thank you, Dante.
Awesome. Thank you. Great questions, Rick. Thank you for them, and I definitely will. I hope you do the same.
All right.
All right. Let's roll over to Doug. Hey, Doug. You guys are too kind. I really appreciate all that. If you're available, Doug. Nice. I got you.
Hello, hello.
Hey, I got you.
Okay, let me, you kind of got me there. Question on my, I'm making my email sequence. You know, I have like day 6.
Yep.
I got up to day 6 of my day 7 for my, fishbowl funnel.
Yep.
I got a question though. I'm trying to pull out in the email editor. How do I get a copy of the email out of the email editor or link to it specifically? Because I don't think there's like a let's see, day 5 here. I don't think there's like a page URL for the editor that you can just pull that out like you can do for a funnel page. It's like buried in the workflow. So it's like this guy here.
You're not sharing your screen, Doug. I actually can't see.
Oh, I'm sorry. I that's something I seem to forget. Okay, let's do this.
Everybody does. It's okay.
I'll get it here. Let's see, share. What's this here? Share screen. All these pop-ups here. Okay, you got that now?
Got you.
Okay, so this is my workflow sequence. Day 4, day 5. So this guy here, it's actually a pretty funny email. It's a meme with a funny story. But I'm trying to get this out of here to like send it to people or to post the link on like social media or
Kitchen Killer. I love this. Is great. Great email, Doug.
Go ahead.
Great. It's just great copy. It's engaging. Great fold on it with the this is great execution.
Hey, thank you. I hate to pat myself on the back, but you know, I had this idea and then you know, it's really a side, it's funny, you know, if you read through it here, it's pretty hysterical.
Yeah, it's great, man.
So yeah, I appreciate that. So how do I get this a link to this, or do I have to copy this all and make it its own funnel page?
Oh yeah, like you're saying are you saying you want to like send this to people and be like, did you see this email?
Yeah, like, you know, this is going to be in the email sequence, but people aren't going to get it till like, you know, for my pickleball giveaway, the $200 prize, and they're not going to get to like day 5. So I tried to lighten it up in the middle before I start hitting them again with 6 and 7 with, you know, join this group and join that group and like this and follow that, you know.
Yeah.
So throw a little humor in there. I think it's a good idea. But I would like to like post this like on my Facebook page, the public page, you know, Instagram, you know, maybe you know, just stuff like that, or even to friends and family, so to speak, just to run it by them.
Well, there's a bunch of ways that I could think to do this. Like number 1, I would just take a screenshot of it and then you could post the screenshot to your Facebook. I also wonder if we wouldn't do like what I would do. This is a really cool email and it starts out with a story. So you could make like a Facebook carousel post or a Facebook carousel ad, and you could share with the people, and you could like have a 6-part carousel that shows like pretty much to this part in your email. And then the last card says, you know, join our giveaway to read the rest. Oh, I'm sorry, Doug. I don't think I fully understand what you want to do.
I'm just trying to, I don't know about a Facebook carousel. That's like, I've heard of it. I don't know anything about that. I'm just trying to get a just like if I wanted to share a funnel page, there's a link to that funnel page And if I wanted to post that, if I'm trying to just direct people to a
Mm-hmm.
funnel page, the funnel has its own URL, each page within it has its own URL to
Mm-hmm.
link right to that. I'm just trying to get a link right to this, and I can't do it because it's inside my email editor. So I have to pull this
Yes.
out somehow and be able to drop the link on social media or wherever I want to put it.
I would just make it as a funnel. Yeah, but you because you're right. Emails do not have domains and URLs attached to them like that. So you can't just share like this email as an email. What you would do is you would just make this as a funnel, and then you could share the
Right.
funnel URL.
That's what I was thinking. Just do a simple page.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, you're right on the money then.
Okay. And then can you on the email editor when you're um when you can clone an email, but when you switch between the mobile version of the email and the desktop version, is it the same way when you make changes? Because on a funnel you can do, I'm still learning
Mobile and
that,
desktop
tweak
only.
mobile only and desktop only. I think any change you make from my limited experience in the email editor goes to the exact change flips back and forth between mobile and desktop, or am I wrong? I don't think
I
you could,
believe so, but let's double check. Take me to the top of your email.
okay,
And
where am I going?
just click on your paragraph.
You want me to go back to my funnel?
Oh yeah, let's go into your account, please.
Yeah, okay.
I'm almost to mine. Sorry, I'm almost to mine, Doug. Let me just get you an answer. It'll take 2 seconds. My Wi-Fi is flying. All right, so here's my email. Let me edit. I do believe we have mobile and desktop inside the workflows. So let me see here. If I go to my paragraph.
I gotta do my edit here. Let me go in and edit myself here. Day 5.
Text property.
Day 5. Here we go. Edit email.
Correct. I'm wrong. No. Not.
No, I don't even remember now how to get the desk. Oh, here it is, up here in the left corner. Mobile version.
Yes. But that's just a preview. So
Right.
that is just a preview on how it's going to look in each device. To make this really simple, Doug, you did exactly what I want to see you do. You didn't, so you could make your emails really, really wide, using as wide of rows as possible, but you didn't. Your email is going to look virtually the same on desktop and mobile. That's why I like making a very skinny email, just like you've done here. It's the easiest way to make emails.
Okay, I don't know if I did that on purpose or I just took some of the my idea and then ran it through Chat GPT and copied and pasted it in here. And if it happened to make it narrow like this, or how I got it narrow like this, or if it formatted it under the picture just to line it up. I don't know how that works.
Well, it really depends on how you made these emails. Like if you used a pre-made email template, I typically, when showing people email templates, I tell them to use classic email 1, 2, or 3 because they have this already built in. But you might have started from scratch. And if you did start from scratch, we make it this way from the beginning. You would have to intentionally make your email wider. This is the default that we set you on for this exact reason. So everybody's emails look amazing on desktop and mobile.
I see. Yeah, I'll remember. So when it says for your email, choose template or use one of your own, or
Yes.
start from scratch or blank. If I say choose template, you say the 1, 2, and 3 are the.
Yes, they're the second line down on your email templates. So just one line down from the top, and it's classic email 1, 2, and 3. Like for instance, gang, for everybody here, as you look through your email templates, you're going to see some of them have huge banners on the top. And like specifically for ecom, huge banners, huge images that take up the entire screen. You don't need to do that. You want the skinny ones, at least when we're starting.
Okay. So what I did is I went with a blank paragraph. I mean a blank template I
Mm-hmm.
added a row and I dropped a paragraph in there. Then I pasted and then I added an image to the top, and then I pasted my text in the paragraph, and that's how it turned out.
Yeah, beautiful. Beautiful. It's perfect, Doug.
Okay. Can you show me here then quickly where looks like we're out of time. I'm in my I guess I need to be in my workspace settings to find the templates you were talking about here. Email templates right here on the left.
Oh no, to find the different templates, no, you can actually do that right from your emails themselves. Exit top left, and then
Yep.
go to your automations app.
Oh, automations.
Yep, automations are workflows.
Okay.
Right there.
Oh, here we go.
Workflows. Just
Okay.
click into that one.
All right.
Just click into your PB welcome flow. You can close down the filter just right here.
I'm not okay. Oh, I see.
Yep. Yep. All right. Let's just go to the very bottom of the sequence. I'm just going to make something with you and then we're going to delete it.
Okay.
Okay. Go to after your pause step, go to the very bottom, please.
I don't know why I did that. That was weird. Okay, yeah.
After your pause step, hit the gray circle to add.
Yep.
And we're going to add an email.
Okay. Okay. Send email.
Yep. Okay,
Oh.
now it always takes you to your ClickFunnels templates. Second line down, those are classic emails 1, 2, and 3. If you scroll down just an inch, you'll see the names of them. And yes, you can see that they're all narrow. Like for instance, this one at the top has a big funnel scripts banner that goes across the top of it, but the text is narrow. If you scroll up, look at this one in the third one right here. You see how that takes up the whole screen? It's huge. It's all the way wide. These are great for e-com and these are great in the future. But to get started, I'm a huge fan of 1, 2, and 3. It's perfect across the board. Let's find our success. Then we can scale it and make better, cleaner emails. If we even want to. Russell still uses these template layouts today.
Right. Okay. I guess then the final question then would be so on this funnel scripts, when I can see the 3 and the 1 have the ClickFunnels banner, it's inside the margins of the outside margins of the text, but the funnel scripts is large. So will that just autofill and crop whatever picture or whatever logo you put in there and not have all that extra border of the gray on the outside that
Yes,
template,
it will. And basically the design that we would need to learn here is if you look at your text and where it extends up, check it out. Funnel scripts, the logo fits right inside of that perfectly. So yes, let me delete these so I can show you guys everything here and out. It will actually compress in to where my text is, just like so. So you just need to make sure your logo lines with your text. Does that make sense?
It does, absolutely.
Bingo.
All right, I guess that's all I got. Quick questionnaire on that, and then that. Okay, I think that's it, man. I'll just I'll create a separate page, and I'll maybe even send it to you for some laughs, some kicks and giggles.
Cool. That sounds great, Doug. I'd love to take a look.
All right, thanks, man.
Awesome. You got it. All right, and let's round it out with Sayuri. If you're available, Sayuri. If I had to guess, I probably caught Sayuri at a terrible time. Just funny how that works. Look, she comes running. No, I'm here.
Literally, I just put my baby to sleep. So if he wakes, you know how we are doing, Dante.
Sayuri, is this timing okay, or would you rather me talk to you today at 2?
Well, I was gonna ask you, because I think last time I was on the call, it's been a little while, and I wanted to I just clicked on the link. I wasn't even sure if these calls were still happening. So the first question that I had was actually that, am I still on the challenge? Is this going still Monday through Friday, the same time, or what's it looking like nowadays?
Well, you probably are not. You've probably gone past your 30 days, and I'm
Okay.
just using the same link over and over again, Sayuri. So
Okay.
we have two options here. You're the first one to uncover this. We have
Okay.
two options. Either just go OFA again and get another 30 days of coaching. You can do VIP again, hop in for 30 days, and I'll help you. Or I have to change the link. See what I'm
So let
saying?
me ask you something, because I
Uh-huh.
actually went, it says pick your date. And
Oh,
the only date that I had was August 8th,
uh-huh.
and there was nothing available for now. So I just wasn't sure where to go. So I just used the link that I had. So
Oh,
is
that's
there a URL?
interesting. That's interesting. Sorry, let me get this pulled up. I need to look into this. If you would
Okay.
like Sayuri to get immediate results, feel free to get with our tech support team. They can get you into another OFA VIP and they can put you in for next week. I have a new one starting next week. I don't know why that date's not there. I'll look at it, but it's going to take me time. If you want to do VIP, just get with tech support and they'll get you into next week's cohort.
And then that would mean, just so that I can put it on my schedule, the calls are happening Monday through Friday at 11 for all support.
Yes, I do these calls for 30 days, Monday to Friday at 11 o'clock. That's right.
And that's Eastern time, correct?
Correct.
And then at 2 is the expert track. They used to do that.
Not quite. Great question. I'm actually in the future. It's not going to happen until I think next month, but I'm only going to be doing 11 o'clock coaching. There will not be a 2 p.m. session in the near future. So how the schedule works is every day, Monday to Friday, I'm live at 11 for this. This is general coaching, right? This is not a champion day. The champion days are Tuesday and Friday. Tuesday is ecom with Trey. Friday is expert with Russell. But Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday at 11, I do this general coaching. Bring me any question about any track, about anything. Tuesday at 12 o'clock, Trey comes into this exact room. So it's the same link for all sessions. Trey hops in at 12 o'clock and we do the ecom thing on Tuesday. Russell hops into this exact room at 12 p.m. on Friday and we do the expert thing. Does that make sense?
Yes, but question on Fridays then with Russell's call, 12 p.m. Are you still doing the 11 a.m. call?
Yes, I do the 11 every day. So like on Tuesday, I do general coaching from 11 to 12, and then Trey comes up at 12 and we get ecom specific. Same thing with Russell on Friday. I do general coaching at 11, Russell hops in at 12, and we stay expert specific.
Okay, perfect. So can I ask you a quick question?
You sure can.
So in our last call, you encouraged me to reach out to churches. And because I'm in the Christian community, I'm a Christian, and obviously
Yeah, we were talking about Dave Ramsey, right?
Right, exactly. Like they're saying. So I feel like there's two aspects of it. So like what I have so I moved from South Florida to Mineola. It's like Central Florida. So I'm basically fairly new to the area. I don't really I don't have like a lot of deep roots in my local church. So I'm fairly, you know how it is, like you have to, when you first go to a church, they have like a process. They have to get to know you, you have to serve for a while, they have to build trust and all of that. I already met with one of the pastors who handles the couples ministry. And she was very excited about what I'm doing, very excited about my credibility, my testimonial, and everything. My husband came with me, and basically, we're both going to be leading the Tag Team Effect program. However, what I found is that I don't know if it's because it's a big church, the urgency that I have may not necessarily be the urgency that they have. And it's like a whole process. Like now, so I was going to book like a follow-up call, like, okay, what's the next step? And so she's like, well, we're going to be meeting in 2 weeks to like determine what curriculum we want to do. And like, it just sounded like a lot of people involved and like a lot of, and so I'm just like like they don't have the, I'm like, okay, I just want to get to the point where I can just do the class, but obviously they have like a process for that. And I understand, like they have to, they can't just give me the rein if they don't really, they haven't known me for years. And even though I got to bring a lot of the work that I have done and all of that, and she was very impressed by it. So I just wanted to see, like, part of, is this part of the process? Should I be doing something different to kind of like shorten the timeline a bit? Because I just feel like it just takes everything just takes forever, and I'm just trying to bring people to my webinar, if that makes sense, or even do it live at church. So what would you
Yes.
recommend?
You can expedite this. You have the training, you have the curriculum, correct?
Yes.
The church needs nothing but to give you a room and to guarantee that that room is open and cleared on the date. So this is just part of the process of learning, Sayuri. This is natural what you're going through. What you're going to do is take these roadblocks and hurdles and come up with solutions for them. So everything that they're bringing to you, like, why do they have to go back 2 weeks later and have a meeting later on where they're determining curriculum, right? It's what you need to create is you need to create a video that you can send to them ahead of time. Are they doing all of that because they don't know your curriculum and they need to go through your stuff and make sure it's okay for their congregation?
So they were already looking at the premarital, for example, like the premarital curriculum. They were going to
Yours
integrate.
specifically?
No, it was they were using something that they gathered from like another church.
Of course.
And so they gathered that, and so they
Yes.
were already looking to like revamp it. And
Of
so
course,
like now
because
they
that other church just used ChatGPT to create it for them and they bought it from the other church. Yeah. Got it. We can have an offline conversation about some of that nonsense. Anyway, got you. Go ahead.
And so now what she said is, well, we're trying to figure out if the couples assessment that they have right now, because before they even coach a couple, they send a couple like this link to this website to take this assessment. And I just told her, I'm like,
That they don't own?
they don't own the assessment. It's not and I'm like, in the meantime, I'm telling her, I'm like, I feel the pressure because couples are hurting right now. And
Yes.
while we're trying to figure out this whole process, couples are contemplating, like, they're cheating on each other, they're having affairs, they're into addiction, they're into trauma, and kids are involved. And in January, I mean, it took 6 months for me to finally get an in-person meeting, believe it or not. That it was just very upsetting. In January, my church does like a 21 days of prayer, and they had this
Wait,
wall
I'm
of
sorry. It took you 6 months to get a response from a church, to get a meeting with a church?
Yes.
I have a
6
solution
months.
for that. We'll bookmark that. Keep going with your story. You said it took 21 days?
So at the beginning of the year, they do like a 21-day fast and prayer.
Oh, great.
And everybody can write down their prayer request. And I saw all over the wall people praying for their marriage, pray for my husband, pray for my wife, blah, blah, blah. Like, and so I saw like, wow, the people are actually hurting. This is a real tangible need that the church is having.
It's
And
nationwide.
so when I saw this, I was like, okay, I have to really bring on my program into the church. And I felt called for that. And so I sent them an email. I followed up with the lady, never heard back. So after the service, I went to the pastor and I'm like, I understand that you guys have someone in charge of this ministry, but I'm just like, no one is getting back to me. But I do know that couples are hurting right now. So then the pastor is like, thank you for letting me know and for not just hiding or going away to another church. And then he had a meeting with the lady, and then she sent me like finally like an appointment calendar for me to book a meeting. So this just happened like as one Sunday ago.
Do you
So
have
now
good relations with the home church from back in the area you were from?
I do, but my home church from back then didn't have any couples ministry, and my pastor even told me like,
we're marketing right now though. Do you have a good relation with a pastor that would make you a letter of recommendation and send it to other churches around you on your behalf? Could he make a call to a pastor and preset you? Yes.
Yes, he can.
That's how we get around all of that. And that's how you go
Okay.
have impact immediately. A pastor calls and says, hey, I have somebody who's passionate about saving marriages and changing the church. And then you show up as you, passionate about saving marriages and changing the church. Boom.
Okay.
Now you're in. Now, the next hurdle that we're hitting is these people at the church are going back and saying, okay, so we bought this ChatGPT curriculum from these other people, and we want to take this as our own curriculum, and now we're trying to find how she fits into our curriculum. You
Right.
don't. You have your system. You get to these churches and you say, hey, how I like to do this is I like to give ample time for your congregation to hear about the announcement. People go on vacations, people take
Right.
trips and have things come up. So I
Right.
like to have 4 weeks of announcements on Sundays where we can inform the congregation about the event. And then 4 weeks from, we can do it 4 weeks from today. Let me look at my calendar. Oh, that would be that Sunday. I actually am available. I have all the curriculum. I have the framework. I have the processes. I have the graphs, the charts, the papers. I have everything. I would love to come give everything I have to your church. If you will just announce it for the next 4 weeks, then I will be here. I need this room. I need this screen, right? Like it's just now, it's just
Right.
coming up as systems and processes, Sierra.
Right.
So when they open that call, like I'm also thinking probably a video beforehand. Have your pastor send out some letters and make direct connections for you. And that'll get you right into the door. And if you find people still have these questions, you're going to make a video on the front end that you can email to that pastor after your pastor hooks you in with them. And that email is going to be you explaining everything. Maybe it goes through the curriculum. Maybe it kind of explains your religious mindset and the scriptures you pull from. And it's just an overview of your training
Right.
and your program, right? A 5 to 10 minute video that they can watch has all the information that they need about your thing. And then boom, now we're running it. Now we're doing a thing. Does that make sense so far? And is it
That makes
answering
sense.
the questions that you have?
Yes, definitely.
And we need to nail this, because once we nail
Yes.
this, Yuri, all
Right.
these, like your current old pastor is going to get you in touch with 5 more pastors. You're going to do an amazing job for these people's congregations, and you're going to have an impact on the world. Those pastors are now going to want to plug you into others. You're going to ask them to, and they're also going to want to. And this is how a national brand is created in a year. This is it.
Okay.
Each works that you do, you go to one church, you get plugged into 3 more pastors, you close 2 of those 3 pastors, you do the works there, they plug you into 3 more, and it is a snowball of success and change.
And no, I love it. It's I just feel like I mean I was not expecting things to be easy because I feel like everything is just hard. I'm not really surprised at this point, but I'm like, well, like the fact that couples are hurting now and this is just like objections that the church even is creating themselves is just crazy to me.
Yes,
Um,
yes.
and so how would it work when I give the church, if the church buys the program, do they get access and then they give a login to everyone in ClickFunnels?
Yeah, that's how I would do it. I would give the church a username and a password, and then on the like any worksheets or any papers that you have, I would print out a information page that has their username and password, so they're all just logging into that same course.
Okay. And would you charge, because I noticed like Dave Ramsey, for example, for Financial Peace, he would charge a license fee for the church. So like Financial Peace for one user would be like $97. But like if you want a licensed site, it would be like $2,500 or something like that.
So I wouldn't even worry too much about this right now,
Okay.
Sayuri, because Dave might have launched with that, but I don't think he did. At this, when Dave was in your stage, he did exactly what I just shared with you. He got letters of recommendation from people. He got them plugged into certain churches. He just delivered massive value to those couple churches at the beginning, and then those pastors put him in front of everybody else. And then he crafted the offer that he could actually monetize and scale, right? To have the system in place where you can have this sales process happening quickly, where every single Sunday or every Monday through Friday, you're traveling your areas in Florida. Let's just sell it. Let's just do the thing. So I would, if it was me, knowing that you can just give people a church a username and password, and you can have all their congregation log in, I would probably just be giving churches specific consultations. If they're 100 and less, they're this much. If it's 200 and less, it's this much. Does that make sense? I wouldn't
So
even
lem-
worry. I wouldn't even worry about the whole licensing, because that is going to
Okay.
end up. You're going to end once you get to the whole licensing thing. What you're probably going to do, Sayuri, like what you're probably going to do is create your own custom app, because in there you'll have a developer set up your licensing. That a lot of licensing, like Dave does, that's all custom, and that'll be a custom developer that you're going to have do that. And it's going to be a great investment for you to do. It's going to be a great tactical business move for you to have the proper licensing, exactly like Dave does. But before we go do all that, let's just sell the offer. How about we make like 3 brackets, right?
Okay.
3, your bronze, silver, or gold, and you either meet these or whatever, and then it's just that price. Then you can validate the offer. You can do the thing, and then you can make that informed decision a week or two, a couple months down the line of like, okay, this does work. We tried this, we worked this, we made some tweaks. This definitely works. We're going to go all in on this thing. Then we'll go all in. Does that make sense?
Yes, that makes sense. So would you price it at the regular, if my program is $897 for one person, will you just charge the church that price? Or what price will
No,
you
I
charge?
would probably charge $897. I would probably charge $897 for 10 people.
For 10 people?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
What does God say? God says to forgive 7 times. So you could,
Right.
that'd be the line that I hit. You know, as I was thinking about this, I thought about 7 because that's what God says we should forgive by. But let's just make it 10. Or maybe you're gonna up it, Sayuri. Maybe you're gonna up it. Maybe you're gonna make it really sexy. Maybe you're gonna make it every 25 people that register is only $897. Because let me ask, remind me, how long does it? There it is, remix. Thank you. 7 times 7. How long does it take for you to do? Is this a 1-day class?
No, it's a 7-week program.
It's a 7-week program.
Right.
But Dave doesn't teach for 7 weeks. Dave comes to a church for a couple days, and he has a program that people follow on their own forever.
Right. Right. I would have to maybe do a shorter version, like a quick start.
Or maybe like a 2-day workshop.
Right.
Right? Where you can go to a church for just, here, you come in for these 2 days. You probably do it after work, 4 hours a day after your job. We'll do it on a Thursday and Friday, so it leads into your weekend, right?
Right.
That's how you want to position it. So now you're going to get my course for lifetime. Your customers get the course. They have it. They can go do the thing. I'm going to come in. I'm going to pour the foundations. We're going to do workshops. We're going to do strategies. We're going to do sessions together. And then after that, you as the pastor, I'm going to pour the foundation. These people are going to go through my course. And now you just be a shepherd. You just help them. You just keep them away from danger and keep them safe. Does that make sense?
That makes sense. Yes.
Cool.
Okay. Let's try that.
Yes, absolutely. And I really want you to have that mindset as you go through with this. No problem, roadblock, or hurdle that they ever bring to you can't be overcome. There's no way. There's nothing that they're going to do or say that would mean that you can't be fast. Like if they're not making decisions, you have the all-in-one solution, and it requires nothing from them except a room and dollars. That's it. You come in and do everything. That's an easy sell.
Right.
Yep.
Thank you. Dante, you said something very powerful. Do you remember what you said about decisions are this? You said something about, and I was like, man, that was good. And I was trying to write it down, and I couldn't. I was nursing my son.
Choices are fleeting. Choices are like houses built on sand. They cannot stand up to the waves, the wind, the rain, the environments. As soon as something hard hits a choice, it crumbles and falls. But decisions are foundational. Decisions are bedrock. Decisions can be beaten by the waves, the wind, and the rain, and they will stand true.
Mm-hmm. I love it. Thank you. So I will definitely reach out to the IT support, and hopefully they can get me the link so that way I can rejoin the challenge on Monday.
Yeah, they'll get you in there and join in tomorrow too. We'll be happy to have you.
Thank you, Dante.
Awesome. You got it. Great stuff, Siri. Awesome to have you back.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Gang, that was fun. I love my job. I love my job. And it's because I get to work with you guys doing great things across the board. We are a service company here, right? And I love our customer. Man, I love our customer. People trying to make an impact, not a million. People trying to serve, not steal. I'm such a fan of you guys. It's unbelievable. And it is a pleasure for me to be here with you along the journey. So I will let you go for now. We do have tomorrow is Friday. Yes. Yes. Tomorrow is Friday. So Russell is not going to be here. Russell's actually doing some big things these past 2 weeks. He will not be here this Friday. We will still have the session starting at 11 o'clock, and I'll spill into 12 o'clock and answer any questions. Always happy to help. So looking forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. For the rest of the day, feel free.